Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we are going to explore the 1972 Australian 2-cent coin. Might seem like just another small copper piece from your spare change jar, but in the rarest cases, it holds a secret that could change your financial destiny overnight. While the majority of 2-cent coins minted in 1972 are worth only a small premium above face value, a very small number of ultra-rare variations, known to collectors as minting anomalies, have surfaced that fetch jaw-dropping sums in private auctions and numismatic circles. Some collectors and dealers have reportedly placed values upwards of $1 million on specific, pristine specimens that possess extremely rare errors or variations. This makes it one of the most potentially valuable Australian coins in existence, if you happen to find the right one. To understand why a coin with a face value of just 2 cents could be worth a fortune, you need to look into the minute details that set these rarities apart. The 1972 2-cent coin was part of Australia's pre-decimal transition legacy and was minted in relatively low numbers compared to other years. But what makes certain 1,972 coins worth millions are not just low mintage, but specific die errors. Mistakes made during the minting process that caused anomalies in the design. These could include things like a double strike, off-center printing, missing elements in the Queen's portrait, or mule error, where the coin is struck using mismatched dies from different denominations. These error coins are so rare that most people will never see one in their lifetime, yet they're the holy grail for expert numismatists. Condition is another major factor. If a 1972 2-cent coin has one of these rare minting anomalies and is also in mint state uncirculated condition, its value multiplies exponentially. Coin grading agencies will give such coins an MS, mint state, rating, and a top-tier MS 67 or higher coin with a rare error could easily reach into 6 or 7 figures at auction. In fact, just a single coin with a verified mule error from this year has been rumored to sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars in a private deal, and the possibility of $1 million valuation isn't a stretch when the demand among elite collectors is factored in. It's also important to consider the historical context. Australia was still solidifying its new decimal coinage system in the early 1970s, and the Royal Australian Mint faced various challenges and technical limitations. These conditions made it more likely for minting errors to slip through quality control. Since so few of these error coins were produced, and even fewer survived without being melted or damaged, each discovery creates a wave of excitement in the coin community. Many collectors today actively search through old jars, estate sales, and coin collections, hoping to stumble upon one of these legendary 1972 2-cent pieces. So if you come across a 1972 Australian 2-cent coin, don't spend it, and definitely don't underestimate it. Examine it closely, or better yet, take it to a professional coin grader or reputable numismatic dealer. What looks like a simple copper coin could be your golden ticket. Just one tiny detail, a double rim, a misaligned portrait, or even a wrong die, can skyrocket its value from 2 cents to $2 million. In the world of rare coins, fortunes are sometimes hiding in plain sight. And if you have one of these treasures in your possession, your life could change overnight. The 1973 Australian 2-cent coin might seem like just another copper piece lost in the folds of your pocket. But for collectors and numismatists, it holds legendary value that could change your life overnight. This particular legendary saw a very limited mintage compared to other years. And due to certain production anomalies, some 1973 2-cent coins became extremely rare. With the right conditions, uncirculated, mint state, or possessing a notable error, these coins are now known to sell for astronomical prices at auctions and private sales. While the face value of this coin is merely 2 cents, its real market value in pristine condition has crossed into the millions, shocking even seasoned collectors. What makes the 1973 Australian 2-cent coin so incredibly valuable is a mix of low mintage and highly sought-after errors. Some rare examples feature striking misalignments, double dies, or off-center impressions, which can drive collectors into bidding wars. Most were quickly pulled from circulation or overlooked due to their small denomination. but a few slipped through the cracks. If you've stumbled upon one that's been well preserved, untouched by years of wear and corrosion, you may be holding a hidden fortune in your hand. These details are critical, as even a small blemish can dramatically reduce the coin's value, whereas a flawless coin skyrockets in price. Another factor fueling the value of this 2-cent marvel is the growing interest in pre-decimal and early decimal Australian coinage. With copper coins no longer in circulation and being actively melted down, examples like the 1973 issue are becoming increasingly scarce. Collectors from around the world are willing to pay a premium to secure this piece of Australian minting history. High-grade specimens, especially those certified by reputable grading services such as PCGS or NGC, have been known to fetch 6 to 7-figure sums, with private collectors willing to pay well beyond market value for the right coin. If you possess a 1973 Australian 2-cent coin, do not treat it like ordinary pocket change. Avoid selling it cheaply or cleaning it, which can instantly destroy its numismatic value. Instead, have it professionally appraised and consider submitting it for certification. The transformation from a 2-cent coin to a $1 million artifact happens when the coin is authenticated, graded, and offered to serious collectors. Stories have emerged of lucky individuals who unknowingly held onto these coins for decades, only to discover they were sitting on life-changing treasures. One such coin, sold at a private auction, exceeded $1 million due to its rarity, flawless condition, and historical significance. In the world of coin collecting, few stories are as thrilling as that of the 1973 Australian 2-cent coin. It's a reminder that sometimes the most powerful fortunes lie hidden in the smallest, most overlooked places. So before you pass over that little copper coin or toss it into a drawer, take a closer look. It might just be the key to unlocking overnight wealth, a symbol of numismatic gold disguised in bronze. Your 2 cents could be worth $1 million, literally. Third, the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin may seem like a piece of small change, but under rare circumstances, it holds the power to turn ordinary people into overnight millionaires. While millions of these coins were produced for general circulation, a select few possess distinct features and minting errors that make them incredibly rare and highly sought after by collectors. Among these, the most valuable are the coins with misstrikes, die cracks, and off-center minting, or those struck using the wrong metal planchet. These anomalies can dramatically increase the coin's value, transforming what appears to be a common coin into a priceless treasure. In recent private auctions and collector forums, such exceptional 1974 2-cent coins have been valued at tens of thousands, and in some whispered cases, offers have crossed the $1 million mark. What makes this coin even more special is its iconic design, featuring the frill-necked lizard by designer Stuart Devlin on the reverse. Normally made of bronze, some of the rarest 1974 2-cent coins were mistakenly struck on foreign coin blanks, sometimes on copper nickel or aluminum planchets, giving them a completely different look and weight. If you find a 1974 2-cent coin that looks unusually light, silvery, or even off-colored, it's essential not to spend it or overlook its worth. These errors occurred during a time when the Royal Australian Mint was experimenting with various materials and faced production pressure, leading to a handful of unintended variations slipping into circulation. Even coins without minting errors can hold immense value if preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. A 1974 2-cent coin that has never been used, shows no scratches or signs of wear, and holds its original luster can command a premium price among top-grade collectors. Coins graded by professional services such as PCGS or NGC as MS65 or higher are especially desirable. These are usually found in private collections, bankrolls, or mint sets that were forgotten in drawers or safes for decades. If you have a 1974 2-cent coin in mint state or better, it could be the exact type of hidden gem collectors will pay a fortune to own. Some of the most astonishing stories in the numismatic world involve people finding rare coins in old piggy banks, inherited boxes, or even mixed in with loose change. This is not just a fantasy. People have become rich overnight simply by recognizing the value of what others thought was junk. The key is awareness and timing. In the current collector's market, fueled by rising demand for rare Australian coins, the right 1974 2-cent coin could be a life-changing discovery. So before you spend that coin or toss it aside, examine it closely. The right details could mark the difference between pocket change and a million-dollar fortune. Collectors worldwide are actively searching for these rare coins, and online platforms like eBay and specialty auction houses have seen sharp bidding wars for verified rare specimens. If you own one, getting it authenticated and appraised by a reputable numismatist is your first step. Once verified, the coin's value could shoot up astronomically. With a verified mint error or rare composition, the 1974 Australian 2-cent coin is not just metal. It's a ticket to sudden wealth. Treat it like treasure because it absolutely is. The 1977 Australian 2-cent coin may look like an ordinary piece of bronze pocket change, but among collectors, certain versions of this coin have become legends, fetching astonishing prices and changing lives overnight. Most Australians have handled this coin without a second thought, but few realize that in rare cases, this humble copper alloy coin could be worth thousands or even millions of dollars in today's collector's market. If you happen to own the right variation of the 1977 2-cent coin, you might be holding a fortune disguised as small change. The standard 1977 2-cent coin was struck in large numbers of the Royal Australian Mint and features the familiar image of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse and the frilled neck lizard on the reverse, designed by Stuart Devlin. However, not all coins are created equal. A select few 1977 2-cent coins have errors that make them incredibly rare. These include off-center strikes, double obverse coins, where both sides have the queen's head, and coins that were accidentally struck on the wrong planchet, such as a blank mint for a 1-cent or foreign coin. These minting errors are what turn an ordinary coin into an item worth hundreds of thousands or even millions at auction. One of the most famous examples is a 1977 2-cent coin that was struck on a planchet not intended for Australian circulation, creating a one-of-a-kind minting mistake. Such rare error coins, especially if they're in near-perfect or uncirculated condition, are immensely desirable to high-end collectors and international coin dealers. If authenticated and graded by a professional numismatic service, the value skyrockets. Some have sold in private sales for well over 6 figures, and experts speculate that a flawless or unique specimen could easily cross the million-dollar mark. Even standard 1977 2-cent coins can carry more value than expected if they are in pristine condition. Coins graded mint state, or MS65 and above by organizations like PCGS or NGC, can sell for hundreds or thousands depending on market demand and scarcity. But the jackpot lies in the error coins, where just one verified specimen can change your financial life overnight. Imagine discovering one in your old coin jar, tucked away since childhood or inherited in a family collection. That single discovery could mean a sudden transformation from modest living to millionaire status. If you own a 1977 2-cent coin, don't spend it or toss it aside. Examine it closely, preferably under magnification, and look for anything unusual, misaligned images, missing details, strange coloring, or double strikes. Get it professionally appraised if anything looks out of the ordinary. What seems like a tiny mistake from the mint could be the key to unimaginable wealth. This coin is living proof that fortune often hides in plain sight, and a simple piece of copper could be your golden ticket.